Karmelo Anthony is now in the custody of Texas DPS and being held at a detention center near Navasota outside College Station. This new mugshot was taken after he was transferred from the Collin County Jail. On Tuesday, he was convicted of murder for killing Austin Metcalf and sentenced to 35 years. Jobin Puneker just spoke with the men who prosecuted that case to hear why they struck 3 potential African-American jurors and why Austin's twin brother didn't testify.
It is the day after one of the most high-profile Collin County trials has ended. Bill Wirskye is the prosecutor who successfully argued Karmelo Anthony should be convicted of murder.
Do you think Karmelo Anthony intended to kill Austin Metcalf?
That's a great question, and you'd have to ask him, but I know he intentionally plunged the knife into Austin Metcalf's chest.
The state put on 21 witnesses, 3 days of testimony, but there were 2 people we did not hear from.
He's like, make me move.
Bill tells us they did not want to put Austin Metcalf's twin brother, Hunter, on the stand because it would be traumatizing.
We were actually looking forward to see what Karmelo Anthony would have to say, and unfortunately, he chose not to talk.
There was plenty of talking outside, plenty of outside noise, literally. We asked if the state prepared for the outside narratives to creep inside the courtroom.
Get off the roadway, please. We talked about race because other people were talking about race, but from day one, this case was never about race.
The state argued for murder, and a jury agreed. Karmelo Anthony got a 35-year sentence. The defense had manslaughter included for the jury to consider, even a lighter sentence under the sudden passion defense raised during the punishment phase. Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis.
Our philosophy is if there's any chance that it could be a valid point on appeal, then to not fight it.
The defense argued self-defense, no surprise to the state. Bill says the team chose their words in opening and closing arguments carefully, like provoked and senseless.
If you provoke someone and then hurt them as a result of that, you don't get to claim self-defense.
There is already a notice of appeal. Defense attorney Mike Howard writes, "We believe there are several important issues for the appellate courts to consider. An appeal is the next part of the legal process and a right afforded every American." We asked the state their reasoning for dismissing the 3 potential jurors who identified as African American. Bill says he can't talk about it, but also says,
We don't strike people for no reason.
Verdict guilty of murder. What? It's murder. He's guilty of murder.
there are murder trials that happen every day in this courthouse, but none are like this one.
He wanted to defend himself.
The narratives, the noise, all rendered secondary by a decision from a jury of 12.
It's a lengthy prison sentence, and I think Collin County is safer and stronger because we work the process.
In Collin County, I'm Jobin Puneker.